Aiden McCarthy's photo was shared across Chicago area social media groups in the hours after the July 4th parade shooting in Highland Park, accompanied by police to help identify the 2-year-old who had been found at the scene bloodied and alone and to reunite him with his family. On Tuesday, friends and authorities confirmed that the boy's parents, Kevin McCarthy, 37, and Arena McCarthy, 35, were among 7 people killed in the tragedy. At 2 years old, Aiden is left in the unthinkable position to grow up without his parents, wrote Arena on a GoFundMe account. Friends of the McCarthys said Arena's parents would care for the boy going forward. 4 of others who were killed were identified Tuesday as Catherine Goldstein, 64, Jacqueline Sondheim, 63, Stephen Strauss, 88, and Nicholas Toledo Zaragoza, 78. Every victim was from Highland Park except for Toledo Zaragoza, who was visiting family in the city from Morelos, Mexico. Officials haven't yet identified the 7th victim. Portraits of some of those who died began to emerge Tuesday as investigators continued to search for evidence in the shooting that killed at least 7 and wounded 30. Arena McCarthy's childhood friend, Angela Vela, described McCarthy as fun, personable and somewhat of a tomboy who still liked to dress up nicely. She definitely had her own style, which I always admired, Vela said in a short interview. Strauss, a Chicago financial advisor, was one of the first observers at the parade and attended it every year, his grandchildren said. Brothers Maxwell and Tobias Strauss described their grandfather as a kind and active man who loved walking, biking and attending community events. The way he lived life, you'd think he was still middle-aged, Maxwell Strauss said in an interview. The 2 brothers recalled Sunday night dinners with their grandparents as a favorite tradition. They said they ate with him the night before he was killed. America's gun culture is killing grandparents, said Maxwell Strauss. It's very just terrible. Sondheim, meanwhile, was regaled as a lifelong congregant and beloved staff member at North Shore Congregation Israel, where she had worked for decades, the Reformed synagogue said on its website. Sondheim taught at the synagogue's preschool and coordinated events including bar and bat mitzvah ceremonies. Jackie's work, kindness and warmth touched us all, synagogue leaders wrote in a message on their website. There are no words sufficient to express the depth of our grief for Jackie's death and sympathy for her family and loved ones. Toledo Zaragoza was killed on what his 23-year-old granddaughter, Zachel Toledo, said was supposed to be a fun family day that turned into a horrific nightmare for us all.